Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
I am tremendous, which is a word that I use a lot. I'm reminded backstage, you use tremendous a lot. And I say, well, I work with a bunch of motherfucking tremendous people.
I really thought you were going to say, well, you motherfucker slapped the leg a bunch. And then I realized, it's not Jim Ross's podcast, it's Tony Schiavone's. Hey, head over to buttsandseatscomic.com and you'll see a victory lap. Tony, are you overwhelmed with the response? You had like a 30-day goal of, man, can we get to 20,000?
Yeah.
And like, as we're recording, almost all of your stretch goal, your tippy top goal, done. By the time this airs, it's probably happened. This has been an overwhelming response. What's your take here?
Well, a couple of things. I am overwhelmed. I really am. You told me years ago that, hey, you got a big fan base out there and they really miss you. And I went, fuck that. I want to do baseball. And then you kept at it and we kept at this, and AEW came along, and certainly with this and AEW ad-free shows, my life's really changed. And then it was kind of solidified that, I guess there is some interest in my story. When Butts and Seats came out, the comic has not yet been published, but the pre-orders came out on Kickstarter. And there's a number that Mike Dawkins gave me that we're very close to, that if we hit that, we're going to become the biggest Kickstarter wrestling graphic novel in Kickstarter ever, which is amazing.
Well, here's a spoiler. The record that was set in that space, they needed the whole month to do, and you're like brushing up against it in under a week. So
yeah.
It's pretty remarkable, the response, and it's all because of you guys listening to this. And I know it means a lot to Tony. You know, he loves these fucking cartoons and comic books and make-believe fantasy stuff. And that's what this is. You know, we're going to memorialize and make Tony Schiavone seem cooler than he really is, which is what we've been doing here on What Happened When for a long time. But this time it's drawn with colored pencils and whatnot. So it's pretty cool, especially if you're a slapdick like Tony Schiavone. Tony, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Why, you and I have not talked about this at all. So I'm just going to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you ask me to write the foreword? I was sort of taken back. Like, why wouldn't he ask, like, you know, a wrestling person? Like, you refer to me as a hell person. Why am I writing the foreword? I was glad to do. I was honored to do it. It was my great privilege to do it. I don't know if you read what I wrote, but I jumped at the chance to do it. But why am I doing that?
Well, I need to clear up something. I don't think I've ever called you a hell person. I've called you a motherfucker and a shithead.
Yes.
And
my apologies.
And a dipshit and a cocksucker.
Right. All those. You're right.
All those. Yeah. With affection.
Yeah. You and the Patriot. We got something for him later. Go ahead though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm not in the loop on that, but I'm all in. But listen, I'm serious about this when I say you are the one that got me going again. If it wasn't for you, I don't think any of this would have been happened. I think I would still be doing baseball. Well, probably not baseball because we didn't have baseball last year. I'd be broke. Put it that way. I wouldn't have this house, wouldn't have the bat cave. I wouldn't have all the things that I have right now without you jump starting things. So yeah, I mean, I've said this many times that you. I mean, when I name the important people in my life and my career, if you'll indulge me here a little bit,
sure.
I'll start with Al Charles, who hired me right out of college and gave me, I don't know if he gave me my work ethic, but he inspired my work ethic. I'll go with, obviously, Jim Crockett, Francis Crockett, Jim Crockett, the Crockett family. I'll go with you, Tony Khan. And I'll go with Bruce and the guys at the WWE who helped me with who gave me that spark of, God, I sound like I'm getting an award here. who helped me with the spark of learning production and being a producer. And then obviously Cody and Tony Khan for bringing me in. And I can't, there's so many people, Flair, Dusty, that are instrumental in my life. JR, really. So there's a lot of people. You restarted this. You kickstarted this. So yeah, why not? And I thought, well, he can probably write. I've never seen you write anything before, so you could probably put a few words down. I know you can talk. You can run your mouth.
I can.
So I thought maybe he can write. So yeah. So why not you? Why not you? And as you said, why not you on these, as you just said, fucking comics and cartoons?
I knew that would get a response out of you, but
yeah.
Well, listen, I appreciate it, man. It's pretty cool. I don't know that I'm a good writer, and I don't think I am, but I wrote a pitch good enough to you to get you to start doing this show, so it can't be all that bad.
Yeah, if in fact you did write it, you had somebody write that for you. But I was also, you also are in the comic. I don't know if you've seen your caricature or not.
Yeah, I mean, how about you guys put me on the keto diet, which is kind of cool. I mean, when you're too fat for cartoons, I mean, you've really done something.
We also have a variable cover that I don't think you've seen yet because I just saw it the other day.
I haven't.
They asked me what is my favorite comic book cover of all time, and I was very quick to point out a Captain America from, I don't know, it was probably in the 60s. So they redid that cover with me in place of Captain America and Bug running with me. And it was like the most fantastic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad you liked it.
And so that's going to go in the Batcave. And so there's a lot of great things going on. We have a great team assembled. We really do. Yeah. And I've got to give Silva some props too.
What? No, behind the scenes, you bury Silva every chance you get. You say nothing happening. He's terrible.
Yeah.
We should fire him. I mean, you've never given him a compliment privately. Why would you change that publicly?
Well, stand by for the compliment.
Okay.
He was with us on all the Zooms, and it was pretty cool because he would laugh at our jokes and then sleep through the rest of it.
Right. Okay.
So he kept us entertained.
Sure.
So. And Drina Joe, Dirk Manning, and of course, hey, Mike Dawkins is the one that said, "Hey, you want to do a comic book?" I went, "Fucking A."
Yeah, I feel like you're really celebrating the Kickstarter success a little early because this was Mike Dawkins' idea, but usually his idea come with billable quarter hours. So I think on the other end, you might actually be upside down. You might be funding this yourself.
Well, then that cocksucker will get a visit from me.
Yeah.
And I'll bill him a quarter hour.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.